Hello my yogis, welcome to Beginner Yoga Series Part 3. And if you haven't seen Part 1 or 2, please go and check them out through the links above or below in the description. So today we are working on balance, we're working on your strength, and we are using a block. If you don't have one, that's totally fine. You can use a thick book or something to elevate your forehead on at the very start and the very end of our practice today. But I do recommend you get a pair of blocks going forward. So please check out the couple of links below in the description with blocks that I would recommend for beginners. They're cork blocks, they're a bit more sturdy than the foam ones, and if you sweat, you don't slip, you don't slide, so they are very good. So please go and grab yourself a pair of blocks for our next practice. All right, so we're going to start in a child's pose today. All right, so place the block or a book in front of you just on that smallest height. Push your hips back in towards your heels and feel free to adjust this position as much as you need to. If you need to elevate your hips on a block or on a cushion, go ahead and do so. Now from here, lean forwards and walk your hands out to the front. Keep your forearms on the mat. Keep your big toes together, your knees out wide to the sides. Breathe in and breathe out. So as you breathe out, allow your forehead to just rest on the block. As you breathe out, relax your hips in towards your heels. Allow your body to melt into the mat. Now bring your focus to your breath. Bringing your focus inward and following your breath as you inhale through the nostrils. Follow your breath all the way down to your belly. Your belly expands, your chest expands. As you exhale, your chest, your belly relax. And just notice how your breath feels in this position. Whether it's easier for you to breathe than sitting upright or more challenging. Now start to deepen your breath, making it longer and longer with each in-breath and out-breath. And when you're ready, take your right arm and slide it underneath the bridge of your left armpit. Keep that right palm facing up. And keep your forehead still grounded on a block or on your book. There's no twist, so just really feel that stretch across the shoulder, right shoulder, right arm. And can you send your left arm a bit more forward? And slowly come back, we switch sides. Take your left arm, slide it underneath the right armpit. Breathe in, breathe out. And send your right arm a little bit further forwards. And slowly come back. And when you're ready, walk your hands in and sit up. Take the block away and come into all fours. Wrist underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We're going to go into a few cat-to-cows, so breathe in. Draw your belly button down towards the mat, shine your chest forward and exhale. Round your spine, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone under. Breathe in, opening through your collarbones and breathe out. Really exaggerating the movement, tuning into your breath. And this is your last one. And slowly come back to neutral. From here, send your right leg long. Keep it just at your hip level. Flex through that right foot. Squeeze that right butt cheek. Look towards the top of your mat. Breathe and stay nice and strong. Stay here as you can. Can you elevate your left arm? Reach it forwards, opposite arm, opposite leg. Hold it here for 3, for 2, for 1. Take your hand down, your knee down, and let's take it to the other side. Left leg, send it long, flex through that left foot. And can you elevate your right arm? Reach it forwards, really stretching your body out nicely. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1. Take your hand down, your knee down. Tuck your toes under. Stay in the same position, so your knees hip distance apart, your hands grounded. Make sure you tuck all your toes, all 10 toes, and stay there. Breathe in. As you breathe out, send your hips back towards your heels. So you should feel a greater stretch around your toes, around your feet. And this might feel already a bit uncomfortable, so feel free to stay here as you can. Walk your hands in towards your knees, and can you place your palms on your thighs and sit up. This might be very uncomfortable for some, so feel free to drop your hands back down, but if you can, stay here. We're going to breathe in and breathe out for 3, 2 more breaths. Inhale. Feel free to close your eyes, and as you exhale, you sink a little bit deeper into that stretch. With each out breath, it should feel a little bit easier. 1 more. Beautiful. Take your hands in front of you, walk out into all fours. Release your toes and give them a little shake, like so. Beautiful. Now from here, tuck your toes under, breathe in, send your bum back. Breathe out, send your hips up into your first downward facing dog. So again, hopefully you're getting more and more familiar with this asana. So again, spread out your fingers nicely. Straighten your spine. Send your hips up towards the sky. Breathe out, send your heels towards the mat. Again, your legs, knees don't have to be straight. You can have your knees nice and soft. Look towards your navel. And when you're ready, find stillness. Breathe in, bend both knees, look in between your hands to the front. Breathe out, step your right foot forwards, right in between your hands. Take as many steps as you need to get there. You're in your high lunge, breathe in, lift your chest. Now from here, plant your back foot at 45-degree angle. Might know where we're going. Now press with all 4 corners of your feet, breathe in. Send your arms forwards and then up as you stand up into your warrior 1. Breathe in as you breathe out. Can you sink a little bit deeper, front knee directly above your ankle? Back leg is straight, your hips are nice and square to the front. So send your left hip forwards, right hip back. Look straight ahead, or can you look up? Beautiful. Inhale. Open up, warrior 2. So arms go wide, parallel to the floor, left foot opens up, 90-degree angle. Breathe out, sink in. Front knee directly above your ankle, back leg is straight, chest lifted, shoulders stacked above your hips. Look towards that front hand. Inhale, exhale, sink deeper. And when you're ready, windmill your arms, frame your front foot, step your right foot back into your plank. Wrists below your shoulders, legs are straight. Feel free to drop your knees onto the mat. We're going to hold it for 3, for 2, breathe in, breathe out, push back into your downward dog. Now feel free to drop into your child's pose. Remember, child's pose is always there for you. Now breathe in, you're in your downward dog. Bend both knees, look towards the top of the mat, and send your left foot forwards into your low lunge. Now plant your back foot on the mat, 45-degree angle. Breathe in nice and strong, pressing with both feet equally, and come up into warrior one. Breathe out, sink in a little bit deeper. Sending your right hip forward, left hip back this time. Front knee directly above your ankle as you can, back leg is straight. And breathe in, open up, warrior two. So open up that back foot to the side, sink a little bit deeper into this asana. Relax your shoulders, nice and strong warrior. And when you're ready, windmill your arms, frame your front foot, step back into your plank or half plank with your knees on the mat. Hold it for 3, hold it for 2, and drop your knees down, big toes together, and sit back into your child's pose. Feel free to grab your block, or you can make a pillow from your hands. Rest your forehead on your hands. All right, so when you're ready, come back onto all fours. Tuck your toes under, send your bum back, breathe out, send your hips up into your downward dog just for one breath. And when you're ready, tiptoe your feet towards your hands or hands towards your feet. And then roll up through your spine, standing nice and tall. And bring your feet together. Now pop your hands to your hips. We're going to go into your balancing asanas as I promised. So send your body weight onto your left foot. Allow your left foot to feel the ground, feel the mat or whatever you're standing on the floor. Feel free to lift your left toes, place them on the floor on the mat. Just make sure you feel grounded. Right foot, place it against your ankle. Keep your right toes on the mat and make sure you push that right knee back. So opening through that right hip, standing nice and tall. Bring your hands to your heart center and relax your shoulders. So this is your tree pose. If you feel that this is a little bit easy for you, slide your foot up a little bit higher, just above the ankle. Keep pushing that right knee back, opening through your hip. Look, just in front of you, find a point that doesn't move and focus your drishti, your gaze, on it. You send your arms up overhead. Separate your palms, relax your shoulders. And can you look up? If this is too much, go back down, find your drishti, find your point. Well done, bring your hands together, heart center. And take your foot down. Quick shake, beautiful. All right, let's move it to the other side. So this time shifting your body weight onto your right foot, your left against your ankle or up a little bit higher, just above the ankle. Again, opening through that left hip, standing nice and tall. Again, find your drishti, nice and strong. Can you send your arms up? Separate out your hands, relax your shoulders. And feel free to look up. Feel free to close your eyes. So whatever challenge you'd like to try, do that. And this is a lovely, lovely balancing asana. Bring your hands together, bring your hands to heart center. And take your foot down. So give it a quick shake. Feet hip distance apart. Breathe and reach both arms up. Keep your hands together in this Namaskar Mudra. Reaching your arms up. Exhale, drive your hips slightly forwards, opening through your chest and tilting back into this tiny little back bend. Breathe in, come back up. And as you breathe out, hinge from your hips into lovely, lovely forward fold. Drop your head down, Bend your right knee and place it on the mat. Your left knee follows. And we're going to come back down into this child's pose. This time, feel free to open your knees out a little bit wider or bring your knees closer together. Feel free to grab your block, but if you feel like you can relax without it, you can place your forehead on the mat comfortably, go ahead and do so. Drive your hips back in towards your heels and relax your forehead on your block or on the mat and your forearms on the mat as well. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, allow your forehead to melt into the mat or into your block. Breathe in again, and as you breathe out, allow your hips to melt in towards your heels. And when you're ready, you walk your hands in and slowly sit them up. Find a comfortable seated position and close your eyes. Place your hands on your thighs, on your knees, roll your shoulders back and down. Roll your shoulders back and down again and bring your hands to heart center. Bow your head in gratitude for being able to practice yoga, which comes from this beautiful land of India. Well done for starting your yoga practice. Well done to being here today on your mat. Well done for challenging yourself, your strength, your balance, your focus. Now when you're ready, breathe in nice and deep in through your nose, all the way down to your belly, and this time as you breathe out, sigh out loud through your mouth. Let's do one more. And sigh out. Blink your eyes open. Well done, guys. Thank you so much for allowing me to lead you in your practice today. Well done for starting and continuing your yoga journey. Keep on practicing. See you next week. Namaste.